So, beliefs and attitudes. These beliefs and attitudes play an important role in listening comprehension because, okay, based on your beliefs, when somebody speaks something or when somebody gives you some information, that decides whether you believe that speech or not, whether you believe that information or not. Students, let me tell you one point strictly that when you read a news in the newspaper, immediately without having a second idea or second opinion, immediately you may believe the news in the newspaper without having any hesitation. Okay, what does it mean? You believe the news in newspaper. Already you have that tendency towards the newspapers. Okay, whatever may be the news in the newspaper, you used to believe because that is our tendency towards, or that is our attitude towards newspaper. Okay, likewise, we will this beliefs or attitudes may act as or maybe the barriers of listening. Another one, sad memories. Sad memories. Okay, if your memory is filled with some sad incidents or some sad news, okay, losing your dear ones or your friends or relatives or any other dear ones in your life, okay, then if that constantly persists you, okay, to feel sad, okay, then if your mind is filled with that sadness, you may not be able to understand, or you may not be able to concentrate on that speech. Okay, that's why the students, this sad memories, okay, or tragic incidents which happen in your life or which happen before your eyes, may not be in your eyes all the time, in your life all the time. When you are coming to the college, okay, suddenly you may see a particular accident. Okay, that incident may linger in your mind for some time. That memory may disturb, or that memory may prevent you listening. Okay, that's why this listening skill may be interrupted. Your listening may be interrupted. That's why this sad memories are also some uh, direct way or indirect way. There are also barriers for listening skill. Okay, and now fear. Okay, fear is also another barrier. Fear. Okay, when the boss when the boss call you, that may be principal or headmaster or any other superior calls you in the workplace or in the college or in any other place, immediately you may have some fear in your mind. Okay, you don't know exactly why he called you, but you may have some fear in your mind. Such fear also may act as a barrier for listening skill. Okay, first of all, okay, when you attend a meeting, you should not have any fear towards the speaker. Okay, sometimes you may attend to the formal meetings, you may attend to the seminars or conferences. In that case, you may have some doubts, you may have fears because of the lack of some knowledge in that particular area or in that particular subject matter, or you may have some you may not be efficient in that particular English language. In these two cases also, you may have some fear. Okay, got my point? Because of the person you may have fear, because of the subject matter you may have fear, or because of this language you may have fear. Okay, so these are the in this way you may have the fear. Okay, this fear may lead you or this fear may prevent you listening from others. That's why this fear is also a barrier for listening skill, right? Now, so and another one, anxiety. Okay, maybe the state of health of someone dear to you may keep you disturbed at workplace and hence not able to pay attention, right? You may have some fear. Sorry, you may have some anxiety. Okay, in Telugu we can say andolana. Okay, if somebody who may be dear to you, or maybe your friend, or maybe some relative is in the hospital because of the health problem, then you may have some anxiety in your mind. Such anxieties or such worries may prevent you from listening others. That's why this is also another problem. Okay, this anxiety is also a barrier for listening skill, surely. Okay, so another one, anger. This is also important one, dear students. Okay, when you go to principal room, or when you go to collector or any official government official room, if they're if they are in anger mood, okay, then they are not ready to listen our words. Okay, in the same manner, when we are in the mood of anger, or when we are in the state of anger, okay, then we can't receive the information what exactly the speaker speaks. Okay, that's why this anger also may be the barrier for listening skill. Okay, these are the these are the emotional or personal barriers, dear students. Okay, now let us move to discuss another subtopic, that is linguistic or semantic barriers. Linguistic or semantic barrier. Okay, if anyone comes to your class and if they speak in American accent directly, then how do you feel? You feel discomfort because you don't know the accent of that American people. Okay, so the speaker style, the speaker style of speaking also play important role, and their mannerisms also play important role in listening skill. That's why, okay, sometimes the speaker style may affect or the speaker's mannerism may affect listening skill. That's why. When we listen something, okay, we can't listen or we can't pay attention to the accent which we are not aware of, okay, or which we don't know. Okay, then that's why most of the people, most of the trainers, language trainers, they suggest us to listen received pronunciation. Okay, first, if we habituate to listen received pronunciation, then we can develop ourselves for the best pronunciation, or we can advance ourselves to the American pronunciation or any other foreign pronunciations. Okay, so here we can see the speaker style. The speaker style is the speaker style is also another barrier. Okay, then for example, if you see Manchu Lakshmi, okay, the daughter of Mohan Babu. Okay, if you observe her pronunciation, she used to stress more R sound. Okay, likewise, some people, the people may have their own style. That style also may influence sometimes. May sometimes this style may remain as a barrier for listening skill, right? Another barrier is difficult words, dear students. Difficult words. Okay, Difficult words and the use of jargons. Jargon means high level phrases. Okay, jargon means high phrases, we can say. Okay, high phrases or unfamiliar phrases, unfamiliar words, if anyone uses in their speeches, surely that will affect listening skill, right? Okay, the most proficient user of English language may try to use all the time unfamiliar words. Okay, unfamiliar words or powerful words or for high level phrases. Okay, such usage may remain as a barrier for for listening skilled students, for the beginners. Okay, because when we listen something, if we don't know the meaning of your word, how can we understand that sentence? Okay, even we may not be able to understand, or even we may not be able to connect ourselves with the context. Okay, if we do not understand what may be the context, then the meaning we may not be able to understand the meaning properly, right? So another one is, yeah, some people may be fond of using peculiar words, difficult words or peculiar words, we can say unfamiliar words. Okay, so of course, when they collect some words, okay, they may feel that those words may be effective. Okay, knowing such a difficult words is not the wrong thing. Okay, we can know, we can use now and then, but all the time we should not. Based on the audience, even we should select the vocabulary carefully. Already I told you. One speaker should be able to expect what may be the size of the audience, what may be the background of the audience, educational or social background of the audience, right now? Okay, so difficult words or use of jargons may remain as obstacle or this barrier for listening skill. Okay, next, lag time, dear students, lag time. Okay, this lag time is also another barrier for the listening. Okay, the time taken by the speaker between words and sentences can either irritate or bore. Okay, when you speak something, okay, you should not speak like that. I am coming now. Likewise, you should not give gap between word to word. Okay, between any two words. If you give such lengthy space between words or between sentences, okay, the audience may get irritation. They may feel irritated or they may feel bored. Okay, this also remain as a barrier for listening skill. Okay, so dear students, this lag time is also a barrier for listening skill. And the next point, that is mispronunciation of words and words with double meaning. Words with double meanings or mispronunciation. This too may affect listening skill. Okay. For example, your intention is to say that a laptop. Okay, instead of laptop, if you say laptop, okay, laptopi, or if you say laptop, or if you say laptop. Likewise, these are all mispronunciations. Okay, so what is a common pronunciation? That should be pronounced. Okay, at least we should know how to pronounce the word. Okay, of course, in Telugu language we have Prakruti and Vikruti. Okay, Krishna, instead of Krishna, you may call him Krishna. Okay, that is Prakruti and Vikruti in Telugu. Okay, Annam. Okay, Annam. Or some people may call Boa. Okay, the words may be like that, but the pronunciation should be clear. The pronunciation should be clear. Okay, in one movie, I think in Michi movie, when Brahmananda enters the house, villain house, okay, that villain he used to call Patapam. Okay, Patapam. Then this Brahmananda, he clarified that, sir, I am not Patapam, I am Pratap. Okay, see how the pronunciation may irritate. Okay, that's why we should understand, we should be able to give, we should be able to utter the word properly. Okay, even the mispronunciation, or sometimes words with the double meanings. Okay, that may also problem. That may be a problem sometimes. Okay, that's why mispronunciation or words with double meanings may act as or may remain as obstacles for this listening skill, right? That's why there are also barriers. Okay, another one. Another one, dear students, socio-cultural barriers. Socio-cultural barriers. Okay, very often we can find this problem. Okay, the culture of one people may be, culture of a group of one group of people may be different from others groups of people. Then, okay, the way these people wish others may differ in another way. Okay, then this cultural differences. Okay, different accents and pronunciations of words by people from different cultures can be a major problem in international communication. In international communication. Okay, for example, any foreigner may pronounce the word car. Okay, car. Then Indians, being Indians, if we, especially Telugu people, because of the Telugu language influence, if we say car, then it seems vague. Okay, so at least we should try to pronounce properly. Okay, actually, this difference of pronounce and accent may be due to difference of the cultures. Difference of the cultures. At the international scenario, surely this different cultural background may be obstacle, or this may be a barrier for listening skill. A barrier for listening skill. Okay, if anyone come and says, okay, comes and says, okay, Napple. Then what do you understand? Okay, actually it is an apple, an apple. But the pronunciation, okay, those people may pronounce that it is an apple. Then you may not be able to understand if you don't know that mechanism, if you don't know how they pronounce such words, right? Okay, that's why this cultural background, difference in cultural background may remain as a barrier for listening skill. Okay, another one. Okay, personal space, or the gap between the gap among the people. Okay, even still now, we used to feel that we are the superior to other people, or some people may think that we are the inferior to them. Okay, having such personal spaces between any two people or among the people, surely this personal space will prevent us from listening from other people, listening others, right? That's why when we listen others, okay, we should not have such a personal space, right? Another one. Okay, sense of time. Okay, if you hand over mic to some speakers, really they can speak like anything. Okay, hours together they may like. Okay, we may give them 5 minutes, they may speak 50 minutes. Okay, already earlier, many speakers might have spoken. Then, if this time, if anyone speaks for 15 minutes, then surely the audience feel irritated or the audience feel bored. Okay, that is also another problem. Okay, time. Okay, sense of time. We should have sense of time while speaking. Okay, then only the listener may listen properly. All the speakers should have this point in mind because they should because they should have a proper idea how long they can speak. Okay, because of the mental stability, because of the mental stability of the audience or mental stability of the listener. Okay, the speaker should speak, right? That's why these are okay socio-cultural barriers. Now, another last point, that is the physiological barriers. Yes, students, physiological barriers, right? So some people may have hearing problem, hearing impairment, we can say. Now, this hearing, physiological problems. Okay, hearing impairment. What is hearing impairment? Deaf. Okay, they may have some hearing impairment. Then they may not be able to understand whatever the speaker speaks, you know. Okay, such that may be a physiological barrier. Okay, it is a physical disability. Okay, or we can say now, we can say there are different level, no doubt. Surely inability to listen is a disability. Okay, that's why they need some medical attention also. Okay, anyhow, this hearing impairment may remain as a barrier for listening skill. Another one, hunger. Okay, dear students, if I start my speech at 1 o'clock, yeah, are you able to listen? Okay, surely you may not be ready to listen. Okay, because you may you're hungry. Okay, that hunger, the pangs of hunger can obstruct or reduce listening span. Okay, that's why the speeches should not lag up to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. That is because it's the lunchtime. Okay, or whatever may be lunchtime or breakfast time or even the dinner, the supper time, whatever it may be. Surely this hunger may pangs of the hunger can obstruct or reduce listening span. Okay. Then another physiological barrier is tiredness, dear students, tiredness. Okay, if you listen hours together, okay, you may lose your energy, surely. That may lead to passive listening. That may lead to passive listening. Okay, so yes, students, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, sorry for the interruption, an important part. So there's a tiredness. Okay, you may lose your patience, then you may not your mental capability. You may lose your mental capability to listen. Okay, you may lose your energy, then you may not be patient enough to listen. Okay, that's why that tiredness also remain as a barrier for listening skill, right? And the next one, wait. Pain, these students. If you have some psychological or some physical or emotional pain, okay, while sitting in the classroom or while sitting in the seminar hall, if you are suffering with some pain, suffering from some pain, okay, that may be physical or emotional pain, okay, surely it will prevent you listening. That's why this pain is also a barrier for listening skill, right? In such a way, dear students, we can discuss, we can see or we can think that these are all the barriers. Okay, now we should plan. While listening something. Okay, while listening something, we should plan how to overcome these barriers. Okay, knowing the barriers is not simply knowing how we may fail to listen. We should rectify the problem. We should properly plan when to listen, how to listen, under what circumstances we can plan listening. Okay, by planning all these things. Okay, in the classroom, generally listening activities may be conducted. Okay, the curriculum designers or the teachers may plan based on these all the barriers. They may plan some strategies to overcome these barriers and to listen effectively. Right? These are the barriers of communication. Barriers of listening skill. Okay. So, yes, students, this is with this I would like to wind up the topic, and tomorrow we should discuss another topic. Okay. Now, at least one or two, unmute yourself and respond to me. One or two members. Yeah, where about? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
From
the previous class. What is the problem?